I learned that it is the weak who are cruel and that gentleness is to be expected only from the strong. Leo Rosten. Hello, dear friends. Permit me to share a truth I arrived at not from a mountaintop, but from watching people, closely, quietly, over a lifetime of teaching, writing, and listening. This quote of mine is often repeated, but rarely reflected upon in its deeper dimensions. So let me speak to it directly, with the clarity of experience and the honesty of age. Cruelty is not born of strength. Cruelty is the desperate grasp of those who feel powerless, those who fear they are invisible unless they inflict pain or assert dominance. It is the refuge of the insecure, the armor of the weak. I have seen this play out in many forms, in classrooms where bullies belittle to feel bigger, in boardrooms where leaders bark to mask their inadequacies, and in regimes where autocrats imprison, silence, or destroy not out of might, but out of terror that their illusion of control might crumble. Understand, cruelty is not courage. It is cowardice in costume. True strength lies elsewhere. Gentleness, yes, gentleness, is the mark of the truly strong. The person who can respond with calm instead of rage, patience instead of punishment, empathy instead of ego, that person has tamed their own fear. They know their worth does not depend on making others small. It takes great inner power to be kind in an unkind world. It takes confidence to listen when you could lecture. It takes wisdom to pause when provoked, and it takes courage to forgive when every part of you cries out for vengeance. Why did I say this? Because it matters now more than ever. In the age of digital war cries and algorithmic rage, cruelty has found new megaphones. People weaponize words. Mockery passes as debate. Entire movements form around blaming, shaming, and othering. Why? Because outrage is easy. It is performative strength. But gentleness, that requires restraint, awareness, character. To those who wield cruelty today, online, in politics, or behind the veil of power, I say, your volume does not equal your value. Your aggression betrays not your dominance, but your distress. And to those who remain gentle amid chaos, take heart. You are not weak. You are the quiet foundation that keeps civilization from collapse. What then should we do? First, examine yourself. We all have moments when fear masquerades as anger, when we lash out, not because we are strong, but because we feel cornered. Catch those moments, question them, choose differently. Second, raise your children not just to be brilliant, but to be kind. Teach them that power is not about being louder or tougher, but about being truer, even when it's hard. Third, in the public square, lift up the gentle, applaud the peacemakers, elect the wise, celebrate those who choose dialogue over dominance. Fourth, remember this, gentleness is not passivity. It is principled strength. It is the deliberate choice to respond with grace, not because you must, but because you can. Let me close with this. History remembers many cruel men, but it honors few of them. What endures is not their wrath, but the resilience of those who refuse to become like them. So if you wish to leave a mark, not a scar, then choose strength, choose gentleness, choose to be in your own way a quiet force of decency in a world that desperately needs it. The weak scream, the strong whisper truth, and it is in the whisper that humanity finds its hope. Thank you. Leo Rosten.